My husband, well, when I was practice teaching, I was sent to the Italian district to do my practice teaching. So I heard all about him, but I didn't meet him because he had gone to war. He was the first Marine to enlist, and he had gone to war, so he hadn't come home yet. So we went down to the shore. My parents had a home in Belmar, so we went down the shore for the summer. Now, over Labor Day, I met some people I knew from that district. They said he was coming home and that he was coming down. So I was in the water, and in those days you put rubber hats on and you had stockings and shoes and everything. And a wave hit me, knocked the hat off, filled up my stockings with sand, and they were like, I could have gone as the fat lady in a circus. And as I came out of the water, they introduced me to him. Well, I thought he'll never look at me again, but he did, and that's how I met him, and we were married a year later.
I was introduced to him, you know. I met him, introduced to him. Oh, I was down the shore, and they said, oh, come on, Maid, come on down the shore. There's a lot of boys down there. And so I was young, and I said, all right, I'll go down and see. So I went down, and I was introduced to him, you know. So we took it off right from the beginning. And
what was he like? What was he like?
Oh, he was very, very thoughtful and kind. Whatever I wanted, why, we'd have a little scrap, and I would be home trying to fix it up. And my brother would say, oh, Tom, please come back to me. I'm heartbroken. He says, what's going on down there? But we'd make it up, and we'd all be together again, you know. But when I was angry at him, he just took off and went up to, then they couldn't find him. He went up to Connecticut. He was so upset. We just had, what brought it all about was he came down one night, and he says, you don't look so sharp tonight. And I said, you don't look so sharp yourself. And I said, I don't have anything more to do with me. Give me all my pictures and everything else. I don't want to have anything to do with you. And then he took off, and he went up to Connecticut, and they couldn't find him. He was so upset about it. But we had a very nice courtship. We went together for about 3 or 4 years before we were married. Now that's unheard of today, but we enjoyed one another's company all the time. had a nice wedding, very nice wedding. Went to New York. Then we went down to Lakewood. You ever hear of at Lakewood? You know, there was a very fashionable hotel down there. We didn't go very far, but that's where we went. No Bermuda or any place else for Lakewood. But it was a very fashionable hotel. And any time we'd go down to the shore, I stopped at a hotel. I always went out down there in the morning to pay my bill. I never wanted to have him say that he paid my bill at a hotel or anything else. I want to clear of that. So, but we had a very, very nice courtship. I had a son, Thomas. He's up there, but he died. He had a mastoid. Now he was operated on, but they wouldn't operate on him for a mastoid. Now they just give him penicillin, but they operated on him, and he didn't make it.
Who was after Thomas?
That was
Who was after Thomas?
Who came after Tommy? Then the twins came, Bill and Mary. Bill came first. She always refers to him as my older brother. Bill is her older brother. 20 minutes. 20 minutes. Thomas, when I had Thomas, I had him home in the house. You know, I didn't go to the hospital or anything. And the second time, I went to the hospital, and I said, "Oh, doctor, I can stand a whole lot more." So he said, "Wheel her in. 20 minutes, the twins were born." And they didn't give me a bit of bother. was always good. But Mary, she wouldn't take a bottle. She was breastfed. And she's not that way today. She's very, very nice and kind. But Bill, he'd take anything. You could put anything and be all right with him. And I guess he's that way today. You know, very easy to get along with.
Yeah, Mary's the first one. Yeah. And she was a corker, that's all I can say. She was never a baby. She could almost do anything from the time she was born. Get out of cribs and everything else. She was... I could never describe her. Then Annie is like her.
Drinking all the beer in a cabaret, and I was having all that fun. Until one night you caught me right, and now I'm on the run, 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 run. Lay that pistol down, babe, lay that pistol down. Pistol packing mama, lay that pistol down. Oh, she kicked out my windshield and hit me on the top of my head. She cussed and cried and said I'd lied and wished that I was dead, 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 dead. Lay that pistol down, babe, lay that pistol down. Pistol packing mama, lay that pistol down. Oh, drinking all the beer in the cabaret, and prancing and a-dancing with the blonde. Until one night she shot out the light, bang, that blonde was gone, 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 gone. Lay that pistol down, babe, lay that pistol down.
Oh, energetic. And always had me up to my neck in hot water. She was so impatient to get there. Well, I would get her dressed. Then I'd get Ellen dressed, and then I had Jimmy to dress because they all came 4 years. They were all in between the 4 years. And Mary was going to be confirmed, and we were all, my sister made her a beautiful dress. She kept saying, hurry up, Mother, I'll be late, hurry up. So I finally got so upset, I said, well, go with her girlfriend. Well, 2 minutes later, she's led into me. She fell in the mud. She was mud on the beautiful white dress from head to toe. And we went there to the church, and the bishop called for volunteers. He was asked some question. And of all of 100 children there, she in the dirty dress volunteered. And I was mortified. My husband was mortified. my mother-in-law wasn't going to speak to me for sending a child in that condition, but so that's my whole life was like that with Mary. She was always doing something, you know, up to her neck and in some kind of, not bad things, but just, well, I don't know how she created them. She would not drink milk. He and Jimmy were so good. Mary took up all my time, night and day. She went to sleep on a windowsill. A neighbor phoned me that she was lying on a windowsill. She said she was looking for a cold spot. I can't begin to tell you. I can just write 10 books on Mary's experiences. She was a full-time job. Ellen was perfect, and Jimmy, they never gave me 5 minutes trouble.
Goodbye, little chicks, we are leaving the sticks. We are catching the train at 5:45, and if anyone should drop around, won't you please tell them that we can be found on the boardwalk in Atlantic City. We will walk in a dream on the boardwalk in Atlantic City. Life will be peaches and cream. There where the saltwater air brings out a lady's charm. There on a rolling chair, he'll roll right into your arms. Cinderella, you will find your fella, someone that you've waited for, in romantic, enchanted Atlantic City, down on the old New Jersey shore. On the shore, by the sea, by the way, by tomorrow, by this time we'll be on the boardwalk in Atlantic City. We will walk in a dream on the boardwalk in Atlantic City. Life will be peaches and cream. There where the saltwater air brings out a lady's charm. There on a rolling chair, we'll roll right into your arms. Cinderella, you will find your fella. La da 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 da.
Oh, well, we were great seashore people. But then someone suggested we were ready to buy a house at the shore. And they said, well, don't until you go to the country for the day because, oh, once you see the country, you'll never buy that house. So we went, and I'm telling you, I'll never forget that day. They all had little suitcases. We got in the car, and off we went. Well, we got up to Blairstown, and the artist was their godfather. And he had this beautiful home built on the side of a mountain, stream down below. Now, he had a great big dog, but it was chained up. So we got up there and we got in the house. He had a fire going. We were all sitting around the fire, and the dog broke loose. He came in, he ran around that couch that the kids were sitting on, and then he makes a leap up and bites Ellen. Well, we had to get dressed and go into town to a doctor. And the doctor said it was a bad bite and we had to stay overnight. Well, we had to find a place to stay overnight. And then in the morning, Sunday morning, that was Saturday, Sunday morning, the artist friend came in and begged us to come back. And Daddy said to me, now he's so upset, go back just to please him. So we went back. Now, we were sitting outside talking, and the dog started again, and he was chained up again. So I said, I wonder, don't let the dog break loose again, I can't stand it. So they said, oh no, there's a car coming up the mountain, and they're coming to visit us, we know them, he'll be all right. So the man came up, and our friend went to introduce Daddy to him. When he turned pale, and he said, don't move, there's a copperhead under your foot. So they had to run up in the woods, get a twig with a fork in it, come down and put it on the head of the copperhead, and then they got my husband up, who was ready to faint from sitting there with the thoughts of the copperhead. So we got him taken care of, and I said, Bill, I want to go home. He said, no, just a little while. So with that, the dog started up again. Now, Mary, the ringleader of the All for Troublemakers, was getting Jimmy a drink in a well. You pulled up the bucket, you know. So when the dog broke loose, Mary let go of the bucket, and it cut Jimmy's arm. He had to have 12 stitches, so we had to go back to the doctor again. And the doctor said, what now? And so then he had to sew up all the stitches. So we got back. I said, I want to go home. I never wanted to lay eyes on the country again as long as I live. So with that, Mary got into a field to pick up some apples. When the farmer came up screaming, she's in the pen with the bull. So we pulled her out, and she was still eating that apple. Well, she got so deathly sick, I had to drive home. My husband was too weak, and he was had to hold Jimmy with the 12 stitches. So that we got home. I had to drive home with everybody. Mary sick as a dog in the back. Ellen all bandaged up. So when I pulled up in front of our house, everybody came out to see. We had a good time. They saw them all bandaged. They said, what happened? I said, a day in the country. That's the end of it for me. So
it was off to the shore.
Then we bought the house at the shore.
Somewhere beyond the sea, somewhere waiting for me, my lover stands on golden sands and watches the ships that go sailing. Somewhere beyond the sea, she's there watching for me. If I could fly like birds on high, then straight to her arms I'd go sailing. It's far beyond a star, it's near beyond the moon. I know beyond a doubt my heart will lead me there soon. We'll meet beyond the shore, we'll kiss just as before, Maybe we'll be beyond the sea, and never again I'll go sailing.
Everybody was coming in to town. He had a lot of friends, and tried to sell him insurance. And I thought he was young. What do we need insurance? I said, they're just taking you over. And how foolish. Here he was doing it for my benefit. And I got mad at him. And I said, if you want to do something good, buy me a sewing machine. And I couldn't sew. But he bought me the sewing machine. And I couldn't sew. But I didn't like those people taking him over. But he was only doing it for me. And as it turned out, when he was taken sick, I would have left high and dry if he didn't have that insurance. And this machine records all that?
Of all the boys I've known, and I've known some, until I first met you, I was lonesome. And when you came in sight, dear, my heart grew light, and this whole world seemed new to me. You're really swell, I have to admit you deserve expressions that really fit you. And so I racked my brain, hoping to explain all the things that you do to me. By mere Misty Shane, please let me explain. By mere Misty Shane means you're grand. By mere Misty Shane, again I'll explain. It means you're the fairest in the land. I could say Bella, Bella, even said wonderbar. Each language only helps me tell you how grand you are. I've tried to explain by mere Mr. Shane. So kiss me and say you understand. By mere Mr. Shane, you've heard it all before, but let me try to explain.
Well, Mary got a summer job down at Valentine's. So she got up and she was late. And I used to drive her down the foot of the hill to get the bus. But as we got there, the bus went whizzing past. She missed it. So then I had to go down to the city line because the next bus there wouldn't be for 20 minutes. So I drove down, and the only, 7:30 in the morning, the only human being around was this boy standing, young man standing there reading his newspaper. So he looked up when he saw us pull up, and I let her out. And I took a look at him, and I thought, oh, what a handsome boy. So I left her standing right next to him, just the two of them there. So I came home. So when she came in that night, I said, oh, Mary, that was an awfully good-looking fellow. She said, Mother, I met him. I said, you did? How? She said, well, when we came home that night, Mary Kenny, his twin sister, who Mary knew, but she didn't know that that was her brother. She introduced us. So then Bill said, well, let me take you down every day, and don't bother your mother getting in the car and driving you. So that's how that started. So fate is a funny thing.
Isn't it?
Mm. They had a beautiful wedding. Daddy went to no end of expense and trouble to give her he loved to do things like that, decorate and all. It was up at the Mayfair, but he had flowers at every table that the people could take home, and everything was wonderful. No, nothing like that made her nervous. She's a type that she just fits right in. Do you think she was doing it every day of her life? No, she wasn't a bit nervous. Ellen was the one that was nervous, I think, and her friends, you know. She had all her friends staying with me, and she still has those same friends, you know. Bill always gets nervous. You know, he was the same with Kathleen and each one of them. But he doesn't show it too much, you know what I mean? Our Bill is perfect. He's wonderful, Bill is. He was handsome. The only thing, he kept answering the piece before he finished. Do you take this woman? And he was saying, I do, and he hadn't even finished what he was going to take her for. The whole place burst out laughing. So an eager beaver, you know.
Siboney, yo te quiero, yo me muero por tu amor. Siboney, en tu boca la miel puso su dulzor. Ven a mí, que te quiero y que todo tesoro eres tú para mí. Siboney, al arrullo de tu palma pienso en ti. Siboney, si no oyes la queja de mi voz. Siboney, si no vienes me moriré de amor.
So, from then on, it was 9 consecutive kids setting me crazy.
I'm a happy mouse, and I ought to be, 'cause you let me in your house and watch me on TV.
We're all happy kids when you're in our house. We have fun and lots of laughs because you're Mickey Mouse. When your friends come right in, here comes Donald Duck. We like you and Goofy too, boy, are we in luck.
I'm a happy mouse, and I ought to be, 'cause you let us in your house and watch us on TV.
We're all happy kids when you're in our house. We have fun and lots of laughs because you're Mickey Mouse. Bring your friends, come right in. Here comes Donald Duck. We like you and Goofy too, boy.
What a nice time for a party, whether it's 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3. Any old hour is perfect with me. What a nice time for a party, whether it's Thursday or Friday or Sat. Any old day is a good day for that. Ice cream and cookies and candy too. But it's really a party if I'm with you. nice time for a party, whether it's spring or summer or fall. A nice time for a party is any time at all. Ice cream or cookies and candy too. But it's really a party if I'm with you. What a nice time for a party, whether it's spring or summer or fall. A nice time for a party is any time at all. A nice time for a party is any time at all.
I'm Chip. I'm Dale. Of a great sensational corporation. We are Chip and Dale. Oh, I went down south for to see myself. Sing Polly what I do all the day. My Sally, I'm my spunky gal. Sing Polly what I do all the day. Very well, very well, very well, my fairy bay. Oh, I'm off to Louisiana for to see Miss Susanna. Sing Polly what I do all the day. Very well, very well, very well, my fairy bay. Oh, I'm off to Louisiana for to see Miss Susanna. Sing Polly what I do all the day. Daisy, Daisy, you're the one that's got me captivated. Every time you look at me, I get so agitated. And when I'm riding along the street, everybody that I meet says there goes the guy that's crazy over sweet Daisy May. Do-do-do, do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do-do. Daisy, Daisy, you're the one that's got me captivated. Every time you look at me, I get so agitated. And when I'm riding along the street, everybody that I meet says there goes the guy that's crazy over sweet Daisy May.
Well, you have to hand it to her. She never complained. And, well, I just don't know. Wawa, of course, was there with her all the time to help her. She couldn't do it alone. And Mary Walton, the cleaning lady. But Mary was a good mother. But she taught them all to be very independent. Because she couldn't have time for all of them, you know. I mean, but every day she made it a practice of taking each child alone and spending at least 15 or a half an hour with that one child so that they got special attention, you know. Mary Ellen, she was, well, she knew her grandfather. Tommy and Mary Ellen knew, Beth Ann was only a baby, but she was a great pet with her grandfather. Mary Ellen loved singing. She used to take singing lessons, and she'd get up there and sing for us, you know. I'll tell you, she was some of the things were the worst I ever heard in all my life, but she had all the confidence of the greatest opera singer, you know. Mary Ellen was always smart and very independent on her own, just the way she is now. And she and Tommy, of course, were very close. And Beth Ann, they were all together, you know. Mm.
Long ago, far away, life was clear. Close your eyes.
place from long ago. Remember, filled with everything you know. Remember, when you're sad and feeling down. Remember, turn around. Remember, life is just a memory. Remember, close your eyes and you can see. Remember, think of all that life can be. Remember, dream, love is only in a dream. Remember, remember, life is never as it seems.
They love the shore. Yes, they've got sand in their shoes, you know, and they love it. So, oh yes, they could run. We lived right near we were number 18 Ortley Avenue, so they could run right up to the beach. Somebody had to be with them, but I mean, you didn't have to get them in a car or anything like that. And they loved it. And then they bought a house of their own. Wawa was awfully good to those children. She devoted her whole life to them. And she was a great sewer. And then she was always cooking, making puddings and tapioca and all that for them. She loved to cook. She loved those kids, you know. And so that was a big help. And then, of course, their auntie, they can never repay her for what she's done. So Mary had plenty of help. Yes, they always came. We always got together for Christmas. Oh, we all had a marvelous time. We had a Christmas Eve. That was the Italian custom. And we had, in those days, you had all kinds of fish. It was a fast day, too. Times have changed, you know. And then we'd have all the Italian. I used to make the Italian cakes, and oh, we'd spend a week, you know, getting ready for that. And so it was a wonderful time for us.
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire, Jack Frost nipping at your nose, Yuletide carols being sung by a choir, and folks dressed up like Eskimos. Everybody knows a turkey and some mistletoe help to make the season bright. Tiny tots with their eyes all aglow will find it hard to sleep tonight. They know that Santa's on his way. He's loaded lots of toys and goodies on his sleigh. And every mother's child is gonna spy to see if reindeer really know how to fly. And so I'm offering this simple phrase to kids from 1 to 92. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you. So I'm offering this simple phrase to kids from 1 to 92. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you.
But we've moved more than anybody, I think, that we knew. We had the house in East Orange, then we had the one in South Orange, and then we had another one in South Orange, and we had the one in Florida. We bought that one down to Florida. We woke up one morning. We owned that house down there, and we got up one morning, and he said, you know, I think I'll sell this house. And he went out, and he put it up for sale. Before he had his clothes changed, the people were there to buy it. Yeah. So he sold it. We didn't have any trouble selling it.
Mary spoke very little. Now, Beth Ann, I just gave her advice. These younger people talk too much to their children. You can't do that, because then the children hold the floor, and they'll answer you back, and then that's the way it goes. But now Mary would just get everybody set, and they all sat down there. I lived right around the corner, so I could see them, and they all, when she said everybody eat, they all ate. They have more trouble with their 1 and 2 now than Mary did with the 9. And Walla would stand for no fooling, you know. There's a time to be strict with children, not let them boss you.
Love you like I do. Don't know why I love you. Don't know why I care. I just want your love to share. I wonder why I love you like I do. Is it because I think you love me too? I wonder why I love you like I do, like I do. I told my friends that we would never part. They often said that you would break my heart. I wonder why they think that we will part. We will part.
You mean at home? Well, we'd all sit downstairs and I'd all yell, ho, 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 Santa Claus, and they'd yell, Santa Claus is coming. And then they'd all come running downstairs. So we have pictures of Kathleen coming down. Did you ever see that one on the stairs? Mm-hmm. She was looking for Santa Claus, and she all big-eyed. Oh, we always kept the Italian tradition, and I hope they keep that up, because they know, they really celebrate.
This is Kauai, colorful, picturesque garden island of romantic Hawaii. You have come by plane in a short, delightful trip from Honolulu to beautiful Lihue, whose gem of an airport is set in green cane fields close by the blue ocean. You have been met by smiling Hawaiians who have given their aloha in soft and musical voices, and you are wearing flower leis, the exotic perfumed garlands of the islands, as you have traveled in big cars along this golden shoreline through rich scenes of magnificent beauty. Each time you have stopped by some place of exciting beauty, your drivers have sung to you in the old Kauai way of singing Hawaiian songs.
If everybody had an ocean across the USA, then everybody'd be served like California. You'd see them wearing their baggies, Warachi sandals too, a bushy, bushy blonde hair, serving USA. You'll catch them surfing at Nell, Ventura County line. We're waxing down our surfboard. We can't wait for June. We'll all be gone for the summer. We're on safari to stay. Tell the teacher we're serving USA. Anchorage and Swan, Pacific Palisades, San Onofre and Sun, Redondo Beach and Lake. Everybody's gone surfing, serving USA. comes the sun, I say it's alright. Little darling, it's been a long, cold, lonely winter. Little darling, it feels like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun, I say it's alright. Little darling, the smiles returning to the faces. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun, I say.
We are family. I got all my sisters with me. We are family. Get up, everybody, and sing. We are family. I got all my sisters with me. We are family. Get up, everybody, and sing. Everyone can see we're together as we walk on by, and we fly just like birds of a feather. I won't tell no lie.
Did I tell you about going to Ireland? We went to the homestead where my mother was born in Ireland, but my father was born right in Newark. It's on the paper there that he was born right in Newark, and he had one of 14 children. And but my mother, she had the homestead over there. We went over there, and we went over, and Tom said, "I'm not going in empty-handed," so he brought some liquor, and then he said, "We'll have something to drink." Then and then he brought cigarettes for the boys, and then we bought candy for the girls. So we got over there, and she said, I guess my aunt, must have been my aunt, oh, she says, our boys don't drink, and they don't smoke. And then they had candies, they had Gagan's Candy Shop. So all the things were for nothing. So, yeah, he loved to travel.
Co-starring you and co-starring me, starring us both together. then censor the wind or the weather. The film of my love will conquer the world forever and ever and ever. The film of my love will travel the world and travel the whole world over. The film of my love.
Happy holiday, while the merry bells keep ringing, may your every wish come true. Happy holiday, happy holiday, may the calendar keep bringing happy holidays to you.
Happy holiday, happy holiday. While the merry bells keep ringing, may your every wish come true. Happy holiday, happy holiday. May the calendar keep bringing happy holidays to you.
While the merry bells keep ringing, may your every wish come true. May the calendar keep ringing happy holidays to you. La-da-dum-da-da-da-dum. While the merry bells keep ringing,
May your every wish come true.
Merry Christmas to you.
Happy New Year all year through.
Happy holidays to you.
Happy holidays, happy holidays to you.
Water woman, water world, think I'll go down and drown myself. Water woman will live on love, swim to the bottom and never come up. Water woman had a water child, living underwater is something wild. Fishes swimming through my hair, mermaids singing away my care. They want, they want, they want, they want. Water's the only way, water's the only way. Caught on a fish today, see what he has to say. Water woman and a water child living underwater.
別れましょうと私スペードのエース出したの愛しているけどこれ以上深みにはまりたくないのよするとあなたはジョーカー胸元から差し出して君の自由にすればいいと私に牽制投げかけたわそれはあなた男と女の苦しい紛れの花言葉最後に戯れ芝居
Grab your coat and snatch your hat. Leave your worries on the doorstep. Just direct your feet to the sunny side of the street. Can't you hear that pitter-pat? And that happy tune is your step. Life can be so sweet on the sunny side of the street. I used to walk in the shade with the blues on parade. No longer afraid, the rover crossed over. If I never had a cent, I'll be rich as Rockefeller. The gold dust at my feet on the sunny side of the street. I used to walk in the shade with those blues on parade, but I'm not afraid, 'cause the rover, he got over. If I never had a cent, I'd be rich as Rockefeller. All those chicks round my feet on the sunny side of the street. They got the baby land.
in the marriage ceremony, it says that you see your children and your children's children. So I've had a marvelous life. Everything, I've had a lot of things that seemed terrible, but they turned out fine. When Ellen took typhoid fever in Europe, that was a terrible blow. And then Jimmy going to war and all. But they all passed, came out all right. So that's the way I feel now. Things may look bad, but they'll get help from above and everything will pass.
Well, they seem to get along all right. She went down to Chestnut Hill, and Bill, and she used to be with Mary, but then they moved over, and Bill sat in there all the time with her, you know. And that was a good choice. They've had a very happy life together, both of them. It makes me happy to think that they are happy. And they are.
just as every autumn leaves fall from the trees, tumble to the ground and die. So in the springtime, like sweet memories, they will return, as will I, like the sun did up on high. We'll return, dear, to the sky, and we'll banish the pain and the sorrow until tomorrow. Goodbye. One more kiss, dear. One more sigh. Only this, dear, is goodbye. For our love is such passion, such pleasure. I will treasure until I die, like the sun